This is a good one. I think somebody tried to set me up. Well, no, I'm actually kind of sure of it now. But I got to add some context to this call because it's pretty funny. I think you're going to enjoy it. I got to take you back a couple weeks. Actually, it's a few months now. Kinetic Kell was a Patreon of mine, and she asked me to do an interview. Now, I always say I'm never going to do these interviews again. I've done about 20 since 2016 because I've always thought you have to give back a little and give a YouTuber a break. I think there's a part of me that wants to say that all YouTubers, like even Nick and CHUDD, probably should give back. I'm wrong. Because what happens is you usually give birth to a Frankenstein if you're really unlucky. Not that everybody I've done interviews with did that happen to. But this did seem to create a monster of all its own. So I do this interview. I don't think too much of it. And around the time that my internet went off, or between the time that I did the interview and when my internet went off, where I was trying to get the Starlink back up, Kell becomes a bit of a celebrity. She's pretty much everywhere. She's on everybody's stream. She's talking with everybody. She's in Discords. And she clearly has no idea who she's dealing with and no idea what she's doing. And she is coming off like a bit of a social climber. Sorry, Kell, that's the case. You might be social climbing. So is that my problem? No, it's not my problem at all. Kell can do whatever Kell wants. Now, while I think there's some apprehension when you come into a space like this because you have a lot of nerdy guys and girls can move up quicker because they're charming and beautiful and they got boobies. And I think a lot of guys that have no chance to touch boobies resent that, and it kind of came out in this particular way. So she decides to subject herself for reasons I don't know after an incident, a Legoland incident, where she flew to California to meet with this moron, this community moron we know as Colton. And I guess it didn't know well because as soon as Colton landed, she made it abundantly clear that he was in the friend zone. Just so he wouldn't get any ideas. Is this my problem? No. So that further aggravated the incel part of the community. So she decides to subject herself to this, according to Dickers, 5-hour interview, this minor drama that CHUDD touched on, I think Lyrics touched on, has become a major event for those who want to be bigger drama YouTubers. In this particular thing, she basically got piled on, and everybody got all their frustrations out of bubbly old Kell, the type of YouTuber that they hate, that they don't want. They got back at her, right? And, it developed something. It developed this.
Even leaned into it.
Oh, did you really?
I serenaded her.
She's a pretty girl.
What?
I'm not going to say she's not a pretty girl. She's definitely my type.
Yeah, I'm 14, and he randomly sent me his dick over Discord.
So Kell's conversation produced that. That's what it did. And let's be abundantly clear. I only met Kell in November or whenever the hell I did the interview. I think she's around 23. So when she's 14, it was 9 years ago. So she wasn't talking about me. I'm not sure what she was talking about because I didn't watch the interview. I only got clips and the lowdown from Jeannie. And when I realized the person that called in, and we're going to get to him, believe me, was kind of a part of that crew, or at least that's what I thought. I wasn't 100% sure. There's a whole crew of CHUDD guys that don't particularly like me. I think Queeman was just a couple weeks ago running to CHUDD, and I guess trying to get him to disparage me by something I said about, I think Aiden was involved too, something I said about Slasher, which was correct. Slasher's a creep. And that didn't work. And then there was this sort of effort when the whole Legoland incident went down. They did a background lookup on Kell. They realized that I did an interview, and then it was a mission to make me look like a creep. And then it just got into straight up editing out of context because it was a joke. I mean, got him, whatever. So I've got these guys that seriously hate my guts. Now, in between all this, Kel had called Jeannie crying her eyes out. I guess I'm assuming because of that clip. And she wasn't happy. She apologized to me profusely. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little aggravated with her. I don't know why she didn't know better, but I guess we all got to learn our own way. I haven't handled this internet thing perfectly at all times, especially when I first started. Whatever. There's a real effort to make me look like I'm being inappropriate to my wife, trying to tipster me, just to kind of bad guy me out. And they all run to Daddy CHUDD, and it just hasn't worked for them, I guess. Good luck. So, Kel calls me. She apologizes publicly on my stream, and I make the comments like, "Look, you gotta do background check when you deal with these people, right?" And that call ends, and then I get a flurry in my Discord, and this guy Dickers, who was mad because I said they should do a background check. That Kel should do a background check, and all I was saying is, you got to check things out. But it looked to me like he was trying to turn it into that I was calling him some kind of deviant. And I was a little suspicious. That clip was made by one of those guys that really hate my guts, right? Not Queeman, but one of the guys that really hates my guts. So I'm thinking, he's kind of part of that crew. I talked to Gene. Gene's like, I don't know if he is or not, but he did try to do his best with this situation. He just really sucks. He just sucks. He sucks at his job, and Kel was stupid for going over there. So no conspiracy. But I'll be honest with you, I was a little suspicious. So Dickers gets a hold of me and says he wants to talk to me. He's demanding to talk to me. It's like, look, just call me during open phones. There you go. Call me. That's it. Call me during open phones. And I figured to myself, well, I'll be fair. I won't go down the conspiracy route. I'll just take it out as it comes. I don't know if he's connected to those guys or not. I'm pretty sure at some level he was, because he actually made a reference that I actually didn't hear at the time of it happening to that joke, that clip. So now looking back with hindsight, I'm like super suspicious.
What you send to girls on Discord when they're 14, okay? Don't be calling me a fucking terrible person. Don't you be talking about fucking background checks, all right?
No, not at the time. I had heard something completely different, and then he goes on to say he was joking. So I was like, oh, maybe it's just a bad joke. Yeah, joke that fell flat. It's only when I went back and actually edited this sucker when I realized, oh, he's making a reference, and a bunch of guys that are kind of shoehorned me into being a legit creep. Rather than some of the fun stuff we get to do on love phones. So, yeah. There's another interesting thing that happened with Dickers prior to this. I had as I do sometimes, I'll, the VC is paywalled, and I'll say, hey, does anybody want to have a chat? I'm bored. Let's go hang out. And Vickers writes me in the main chat, and he asks, are you streaming live? Which I thought was a really bizarre question. So that should have been a tip-off that old Dickers had a plan. And when he actually called in, he was streaming. It seems to be a planned stream, because, he had the old water-brained boomer cornered, and he was going to get him. He just didn't think about what he was going to do. I got to be honest with you, the stuff with, I guess, trying to get CHUDD to condemn me, it really couldn't be more obvious if they just let me an email to let me know they were doing it. So he thought he had water brain underwater, and it didn't go his way. And I think the biggest reason it didn't go his way is because, I asked Ginny, is he one of those creeps that's kind of like trying to play me off to be sort of a PDF file? And she's like, I don't think so, but he's definitely kind of hanging around that. He's trying to become a content creator. And I said, well, okay, if he ever does call in, then I'll be fair. I'll hear him out. And that actually probably was the biggest thing to come backfire in face, because I couldn't think to myself, like, what could this guy possibly be mad at? I didn't like the stream. Yeah, he was trying to make it seem like I had crossed the line, which has been a repeated thing on Chubb's cast, especially when I didn't have internet, just to try to get him to condemn me and say I crossed the line. Whatever Chud says, it really wouldn't matter all that much. Anyway, I'm sure he would be fair. So here's the call. Kind of bit an L for Dickers. It was a lot of fun to make. Even his chat didn't think it went very well. I hope you enjoy it, and here it is. All right. Let's put Dicker's been trying to get a hold of me for days. I'm going to put him in. Dickers, you're on the air. Go ahead. Open phones.
How's it going, big man? You're right.
Yep. What's up? What's up with you?
So, there was a call that you had with Kinetic Cal a little time ago, right?
Yeah, it was stream. It was really a stream. It was really an interview.
Yeah. No. I mean the when she called to your stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was on the stream.
My name got brought up. The interview that I did with Cal got brought up.
The interview your name never got brought. You never did. Your name never got brought up. I didn't know who you were until you wrote me afterwards. Your name's not ever. It never exited my mouth. It's probably irrelevant, but it never came out of my mouth. Go ahead.
No, to be fair, that adds context. Okay.
Okay.
But then there's a comment that was made by yourself that she should be careful about who she lets interview her.
Yeah.
And then there were other comments associated with some of that about people being nasty, people just wanted to milk her for tears, on and on. So I was just thought kind of how much of those comments were directed at me. It sounds like from what you're saying,
I didn't even know. Well, obviously none because I didn't know who it was. But yeah, I think my exact words was do a background check. Yeah. Wouldn't you want to do a background check when you're going to deal with a situation like this instead of getting teased and fucked with for was it 3 hours you ran the stream?
To be fair, now the VOD did get cut up, okay?
How long was she on stream? Reasons. How long was she on stream?
Might have been well, all in all, I think it may have been 5 hours.
5 hours?
At the end.
5 hours?
Yeah, we were streaming together, dude. We were streaming together, all right? Listen here, Tommy C, okay?
What are you complaining about?
Hold on, okay? Why? I had fucking content prepared for us to do like reactions to.
Do I have to like it? Dude. Do I have to like it?
No. It's not that I brought her on for people to fucking interview her and harass her and da-da-da.
Well, that's what happened, and you didn't. It's not like you stopped it when it was happening. Hey, look, you could do that all you want. I just think it was. I told her, I gave her pretty good advice. Don't do that. You took it personally somehow. I don't know why. I didn't mention your name. I wasn't even sure who you were. Like, who cares? Who cares what I think? I'm an old boomer.
Okay. I guess, to be fair...
Did I call you a pedophile? Because that's what your tone sounds like. I didn't even call you a bad person. But you know what? If you have a 5-hour stream torturing some fucking poor girl, I think that's fucked up. But hey! I'm libertarian about this stuff. Go with people. Go with Bovax. What are you complaining about? Okay.
The last hour, maybe hour and a half, was people calling in and speaking to her.
Oh, only an hour?
Content. Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm glad you came on and corrected that.
She could leave whenever she wanted.
I'm sure she could.
For every guest.
Do I have to like?
Absolutely could.
Do I have to like that? Look, I told you she was stupid for calling in. I told her she was stupid. I don't have to like it. I think that's fucking gay. I think it's absolutely fucking gay. But I mean, I really can't. Like, would I do it under the right circumstances and the right person? Yeah, probably. But I mean, she's not even. She's not even a public figure. Like, what are you guys doing?
Well, to be clear, I think at the time, what did I have? Like 150 subscribers.
Oh,
so I'm
you?
like 10% her size.
Okay. So I'm not saying you can't do it, but I'm saying it's fucking gay. Is that all right? Can you deal with that?
I do regularly get accusations about being a homosexual.
I don't care. All right,
you
know what? I don't care if you're gay. I'm not using it. It's stupid. Is that better? It's a fuck. It's stupid.
I'm joking.
It's stupid. It's an inexperience. Right? Whether she has a quarter of your subs or not, I don't really care about that punching. I'll punch down to you. I'll punch up. I'll punch any way I see fit. I'm not even punching at you. I think you're being ridiculous, though. Okay. Can we agree that you're being a little bit ridiculous? That an offhand comment that I said that you really probably shouldn't go on those types of streams because all you're going to do is get abused. Gets turned into your was your art affected by this? Did I disparage your good work? It's fucking YouTube. It's YouTube drama. Exactly. Then how could you be offended by what I said?
I'll say. Okay. The reason why I wanted to clarify, is because I wasn't sure how much
you didn't want to clarify. I saw what you wrote in chat. I'm not a fucking moron. You were offended. You were pissed off. In fact, I probably could read your DM.
I was.
Well, about what?
I mean, you feel free to if you'd like.
About what? Okay, I don't need to. You just admitted it.
Dude, just chill out for a second.
No, it's my show. I do whatever I want.
No, I know, but I'm just saying let me finish, all right? The reason why I was heated is because I went back over the call when I realized that there was something about, doing background checks on who interviews you. And I was like, wait, Tommy's made a lot of comments about, like, these guys who you're interacting with. These guys, right? They hate women, they can't, So I wasn't sure how much of that was directed to me.
None of it, because I didn't know the fuck you are.
And so...
I've only learned who you are when you DM'd me, and they said, then the genie told me that you were the one that interviewed her. Actually, you know what Genie's exact words were?
Okay.
That you probably went in with the best of intentions, but you were absolutely terrible at what you were doing. You failed miserably, and it turned into a fucking blood sport circus. That was what she told me.
That's fair. That's probably
This is like a nothing burger. What are you worried about? No, you want to do this? You want to do this shit? You're gonna take some criticism.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, right? Through that, I'd been targeted from both sides. People were saying I was too nice to her. Other people, I think Cal had said that I was being, like, misogynistic, jokingly.
Welcome to YouTube.
I know.
What are you worried about?
This is why I wanted...
You sound like you're too much of a pussy to do this. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if you are. You could be really tough. But you sound like you're too much of a pussy to do this. Like, yeah, that happens to me every day. Too hard, too soft, too right wing, too left wing. That's normal. What are you telling me? You're telling me shit I already know.
Okay. That's fair.
Am I being unfair to you?
All right. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, because you'd be a pussy if you said yes.
Okay, that would be true.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Listen, I just wanted clarification. Okay. Just because
I don't know. I didn't know who you were, but I do think that was a rotten environment. I'll stand by what I said.
I know.
Yeah, it was a rotten environment. That's all I said.
Go on.
I wouldn't have gone on there.
Just everybody who knows her knows me, right? At least in this, like, fucking sphere, right? Like, obviously her name's, like, that was the biggest kind of, like, piece of content that she done.
Yeah, recently. For, like, low-end YouTubers, yeah. Like, for, like, up-and-comers like you, I guess. I mean, she put herself in a bad situation. Oh God, I mean, there is. I mean, he was talking about with Nick. I mean, there is something with, girls coming into this community. And I'm not trying to pull the feminist card here, but there is apprehension of girls like her, and she's friendly and she's bubbly and what have you. It's everything that fucking crowd that was you or not. I don't know if it's you specifically. That hates. That's what they hate about her. And I told her that. She doesn't understand that because she's kind of a normie and she doesn't realize who she's dealing with. And that's exactly whether you intended to or not, that's exactly what you provided.
Yeah.
I said do a background check. What do you mean? Do you think I meant like do a background check like on your I meant that literally, like call the police? No, like
no. Listen,
type in a fucking search bar.
Go on.
Yeah, that's all I meant.
Yeah. No, okay, that's fair. It's just as soon as you'd mentioned,
I hate you. I hope you never grow into anything. Is that what you wanted to hear? I don't care, dude. Whatever you want, man. You're a terrible person.
Yeah.
You fucking incel virgin. douchebag can't get girls. Although it's probably true. Let's talk about you though.
I've heard what you send to girls on Discord when they're 14. Okay, don't be calling me a fucking terrible person. Don't you be talking about fucking background checks. All right?
I'll do whatever I like. Actually, I'll do exactly what I like. I'll do exactly what I see fit. So I mean, I don't care if you're a terrible person or not. All right. So it is, it is. Do what you want, but it seemed kind of rotten to me. But whatever, you guys are doing rotten shit. Somebody called it rotten. Deal with it. I have a rotten shit done to me every day.
Fair play.
Welcome to fuck. Now let's talk.
Right.
Now I've given you something. You're going to give me something. How are you doing with girls? How things going in your department?
Yeah, all right.
All right. Okay. You got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
How long?
Recently, yeah.
She from Canada or she live in England?
England. About 3 months.
About 3 months.
A little bit more.
3 months. So do you have to travel to see her? Or?
No. Kind of.
Discord? Do you travel to Discord? Do you travel your computer?
No, she's not. Oh, dude, she thinks what I do is like super fucking.
So does my wife. So. Welcome to YouTube. So how often you? Well. How often do you see her? How often do you see her?
How often? Like twice a week?
Oh, good for you. All right. Well, I don't understand why you could, if knowing that, being the ladies' man that you are, I don't know why you couldn't come to terms with the with my synopsis of the situation of the stream. I figure we'd be on the same page, sir.
Yeah, fair play. No, the only thing was right is I'm in the sewers. Okay, getting criticisms from both sides. I just maybe a little bit too sensitive, especially at the size I was. But yeah, I've kind of in the subsequent 2 weeks. All right.
Well, stop hanging around those guys that would abuse you. Yeah.
I've chilled out about it.
All right. Well, don't worry what I say. I'm an old.
Do you know what small commentary is?
I'm an old boomer. I'm a creep. I was a small commentator. Of course I do. I got pulled right out. I got really lucky. Yeah. I'm a big creep. Talks dirty to women. I don't give a.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god. I didn't want to monopolize your time though. I appreciate you accepting the call then.
All right. Well, of course I would. Would anybody call in? Talk to you later, Jackers. Good luck.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, man.
Man, the chat really hates that guy.
Dude, I didn't.
Somebody told me. I got this going. So I don't know if it's true or not. Bro. Somebody told me, but I didn't believe it. I'm not as sure now that he was going to say that, do a background check that he was going to make that I was accusing him of being a sexual deviant. Wow. No, I just said do a background check. Look, Cal brought a lot of that on herself. But it's just I don't know. I don't mind people that are aggressive. I don't care that she uses her femininity to gain. It doesn't make a difference to me if you got it. But what happened was she came off like a tryhard, and they all ate her alive on Dicker's cast.
Wait, so Destiny fucked this Dickers guy and this Kill girl?